Good morning, learners. I'm Dr. D. Ramesh Babu, Associate Professor in School of Business, SR University, India. Today, I'd like to discuss one of the fundamental thing in warehousing in logistics. Before starting the topic, I'd like to give a little brief about me. I'm a mechanical engineer with masters in production and operations and masters in manufacturing systems and a PhD in horticulture and supply chain management, especially fresh produce. For little time, I had worked as a production engineer in Voltas Limited in the refrigeration manufacturing at Hyderabad, India. After working for 4.5 years, I shifted to central government in Defense Research and Development Organization in the food logistics unit at Mysore, Karnataka, India. About 7 years, I learned about scientific technologies for fresh produce preservation as a senior scientific assistant. Then I went to Indian Railways on deputation as a manager technical at Haryana, India. Then I was promoted to senior manager technical. I had little training in Israel on post-harvest technologies and advanced warehousing systems in the year 2011. Working for about 8 years as a senior manager technical, I took voluntary retirement and joined as a faculty member in SR Engineering College, Warangal, India. Past 10 years, I've been working here as a faculty, and I'm teaching, learning logistics management. Today's topic is about material handling systems. Basically, material handling systems are very, very critical in all the warehouses because warehouses are meant for preserving goods as a center for transshipment, for docking, for sorting, grading, packing, labeling, and several other operations. Warehouses are meant for short-term, medium-term, and strategic long-term preservation of cargo. So material handling systems become very, very supportive. Basically, material handling system means the mechanized or semi-automatic machinery used to move goods from one place to another place within the boundaries of the warehouse. So handling is normally done either by labor, by hands, or using mechanized equipment. So these material handling systems are related to mechanized systems where labor utilization not much required and work is done efficiently to move the goods within the premises. We have different kind of material handling systems. We are going to learn that. First, let us see what is the function. The basic function is moving right material to the right place in the right time, in the right amount, in sequence, and in the right condition. Funny things happen in warehouses. Lack of awareness about produce sensitivity. The operators or technicians or labor may move, handle roughly, which will damage the goods. Things like fruits, electronic goods, fragile items need very high care. So material handling systems definitely help for safe movement of the goods and efficiently. And when we are doing movement with machinery, your total operation and production cost comes down because handling cost will come down because the machinery can handle very quickly and rapidly with little manpower. And what are the goals of the material handling? The very basic goal for logistics manager in a warehouse is reduce the cost of production, cost of operation. To place the product in the market at right price and competitive price, we need to control our costs. We should not spend anything extra anywhere inefficiently. That should be our primary goal. We need to maintain. Sometimes we may not be able to improve the quality, but at least maintain that quality during handling. Promote safety is another important aspect. We must do things safely for cargo, for humans, for infrastructure and buildings. and see that working conditions are safe. It is the duty of every person. And always promote productivity. How we promote productivity? Materials normally should be moved in a straight line, not in a haphazardous way or crisscross way. Use gravity wherever possible because gravity is free power. If you can store your packaging materials in the first floor, and if you are doing packing in the ground floor, automatically you'll be using gravity. Shifting from top floor to down floor can happen through a chute. And move more material at one time. That is also important. Part load should not be handled. When one vehicle is used from one storage room to another storage room, one corridor to another corridor, one dock to another dock, see that the forklift is carrying full capacity, the power pallet truck is carrying full capacity because number of movements we must be reduced. This is all we learn in quality and fires. Minimize wastages, maximize utilization. Then try to mechanize all the material handling. No manual handling. Humans need not be troubled for shifting. Managers need to devise, get machinery and install so that entire things are mechanized. So the entire work is efficiently done. Minimum manpower, minimum movement, minimum expenditure, definitely high efficiency, low cost, automatically happens. So automation is required. And promote increased use of facilities means turnover ratio. We should be able to utilize the warehouse or the sorting, grading, packing, labeling facilities or the temporary long-term storages, dynamic storages. We need to utilize them to the maximum utility. Then try to reduce the tear weight. If you are carrying something in a box, see that the box is strong, but unnecessary weight is not there. Like unit load containers in air cargo. They are made with aluminum with low weight. Similarly, pallets are made either with wood or plastic, minimum weight. Containers, a 40-feet container can handle 40,000 kgs of load average, but the weight of the container is not more than 4 or 5 tons, should not be. Otherwise, no meaning. So tear weight must be reduced and control the inventory. Means in a warehouse, while material handling, you should control the inventory levels. We have a general overview of MHE, that is material handling equipment. Basically, material handling equipment includes transport equipment, storage systems. Here we need to catch a point. Material handling equipment doesn't mean a vehicle moving something from one room to another room, one dock to another dock. Storage systems also, and unitizing equipment, and identification and tracking equipment. Broadly, these four are the major equipment. We come to first equipment, that is transport equipment. To move goods from one point to another point within the warehouse, you can use industrial truck, a forklift truck, AGV, automated guided vehicles with advanced technologies and electronics. We have automatic systems, unmanned, then monorails, a rail having a car hanging, which can carry. Most of the car manufacturing facilities, they use monorails for shifting painted doors, painted frame, painted chassis. Then conveyor systems to move things easily. Then cranes, wherever possible, use roof-mounted cranes, JCB cranes, different kinds of cranes and hoists. Second important set of systems is storage systems. Storage basically is preserving for some time. This some time can be short term like 2 to 3 days, medium term like 3 to 4 months, long term like for a season, like 12 months. So bulk storage, rack systems, where the materials are kept in racks based on the need, based on the density and weight, we place the cargo in the racks. Then different shelves, bins, where material is kept inside the bins. Bins can be plastic or wooden or any other material. Then drawer type storages, then automated storage systems. This has come up nicely in the recent times. There are very good number of companies who are manufacturing and installing automated storage and retrieval systems. That is called AISRS. We will learn later. Then unitizing equipment. We need to learn one basic definition here. Unitization means basically cargo is packed in small boxes and packets. But when you want to shift from one place to another place, it is not economical. You carry box one by one to other place and you are moving many times unnecessarily. Better is keep all the boxes on one pallet, wrap it, stack it properly, shift the entire pallet with a forklift or hand pallet truck. So that keeping several number of different boxes, converting them into a single unit is called unitization. Got it? Abdul Rahman, understood? Sudeshi, understood? Converting all the boxes into one pallet. Earlier 50 boxes, now after keeping on the pallet, it becomes one pallet unit. 50 units become one unit. So forklift need to move only once. Correct? Then identification tracking systems, because this is MIS. You need to easily identify where are the items, which are the items, where we kept the items. So for this we use barcoding, stickers, RFID tags, very good. So these things are kept. Some of the important considerations before a warehouse is set up, before things are set up by managers. Very fast fundamental thing is, what is the cargo? Like physical state of the car. Is it solid item, liquid item, gaseous item? Based on that, it's packaging and container and safety, correct? Then size of the material. Because some items are measured in volume, some items are measured in length, some items width, some height, correct? Yes? Then weight of the item. What is the weight per piece? If they are mobile phones, each mobile packet may be 50 to 100 grams. If they are apples, each apple box is 10 kg, 5 kg or 20 kg. If it is a mouse like this, packed, each mouse may be 100 or 150 grams. If it is furniture, each table may be 100 to 150 kg. Correct? If it is a container, a 40-feet container, very huge, very heavy. If it is machinery, very heavy. Correct? No? So based on that, our material handling equipment design. A forklift of 6-ton capacity cannot lift 40-feet container. Forklift capacity is 6 metric tons, 6,000 kg. It cannot lift 40-feet container. If you want 40-feet container lifting, you need what equipment we need? To lift 40-feet container, yes. What machine we need?
We need silver containers like
rubber tire gantry crane, big crane we need. Yes, yes, big crane we need. And condition of the material also very, very important. How it is important? Is it hot? Is it cold? Is it wet? Is it dry? Is it loose, naked grains? That is also very, very important. Based on that, we decide. If it is hot, preservation, different preservation required. If it is cold, different care required. Correct? If it is oily, slippery, wet, dry, we must know. Based on that, whether forklift suits or power pallet suits or anything else suits will be decided. Then safety, risk and risk of damage is also very, very important to consider what machines we should have in our warehouse. Is it explosive material we are going to handle? Is it flammable? Can it easily catch fire? Is it toxic and dangerous for humans, poisonous? Is it fragile? Fragile means which can break easily. Correct? Glass, yes. Silica glass can break easily. Mobile phone must be packed properly, otherwise it can break. Fragile. Huh? Glass items, any kind of electronic items. Even fruits are fragile. If you drop, they will damage. Correct? So based on these things, we decide what kind of material handling systems must be designed. Okay. And another important consideration is flow rate. If you have loose cargo like coal, sugar, plastic, granules, so you must definitely have a conveyor to carry easily. If you go to thermal power stations, coal is stored in the open yards and coal need to be taken to a boiler, which is a long distance. Humans cannot transport. It takes plenty of time and low efficient. If you provide a conveyor there, the coal is carried continuously to the boiler. A continuous conveyor will carry. Then, if you have to carry long distances, conveyors with AGV train. What is AGV? Automated guided vehicle. All coal mines use this. Coal mine. A coal mine somewhere deeper. Coal need to be transported. Only a conveyor is not sufficient. A train carries buckets of coal to the above the ground level or to the loading point. If the quantity of material movement is low, you can see in the left bottom rectangle. Quantity of material moved is low. From this room to another room, this storeroom to another storeroom, one dock to another dock, we can use manual handling. If the quantity is low, few kgs, or hand trucks, hand truck, no power, no electricity, no diesel engine, hand truck. Take the material, move with the hand pallet trucks. If the distance is long, even the quantity is low, but distance is long, manpower is not cannot handle because humans cannot take weights for longer distances. Correct? Fatigue. So you use power trucks, means power pallet truck. Hand pallet truck attached with a motor and battery or an engine. Okay, power driven with or without AVG. Another important concept is layout of your plant, your warehouse. Is it fixed position? Is it process layout? Is it product layout? How is your manufacturing happening in case any manufacturing happens? In case of assembly happens along with warehousing. Some of the warehouses are equipped with sorting, grading, packing, labeling, quality check, etc. So in that case, proper layout is another important consideration. Now we will discuss what are the different types of conveyors available. All these conveyors need not be useful for all the facilities, depending on the above criteria. What kind of material, what packing, how much weight, how much density, what condition. Based on that, you decide this. Understood? One simple one is called belt conveyor. Pictures I'm going to show you in the next slides. Another one is called roller conveyor. Another one is called chute conveyor. Another is called slate conveyor. Another is called screw conveyor. One more is chain conveyor, overhead monorail conveyor, trolley conveyor, wheel conveyor, tow conveyor, bucket container. Bucket conveyors are used in wheat and rice and dal processing mills. Bucket conveyors. We'll see the pictures now. Cart on the track conveyor, pneumatic tube with air pressure conveyors and vacuum. These are the different types of conveyors, and these are useful for situations where fixed points and fixed path. Then these can be used. The conveyor is fixed. You have clarity. This is the coal storage area, coal storage area. This is the boiler area in a thermal power station. Coal should come from unloading point to the boiler. Fixed conveyor. Similarly, in a thermal power station, after coal is burned, ash will come. Ash. After coal burned, ash will come. Ash to be removed from the boiler, correct no? Another conveyor to remove ash, right? So all these conveyors are useful only when you have positions are fixed. Material from this to here is fixed. But in warehouses, positions are not always fixed, correct no? Maybe some item need to go from packing to sorting or grading or short-term storage or temporarily shifting here and there. Conveyors will not be helpful. Different vehicles are helpful, we'll see later. If you want to move materials over limited areas, say this room, you want to move from that corner to this corner, heavy items, install a hoist on the roof, hoist. which can lift and move. Overhead crane. Overhead means above head, ceiling. Fixed rail, fixed cranes. There are chains and pulleys. Lift that bench and move here. That can be another option. Means within limited area, hoist, overhead cranes, and hydraulic scissor lift. Pictures we will see now. These are useful. When you want to do things over large area, this is a small room like a storeroom. When you want to do in a large area, then different equipment required. One is hand cart or truck, tire platform truck, hand lift truck, which is also commonly called as pallet jack. Power driven hand truck, power driven platform truck, forklift truck, which is most famous, narrow aisle truck, tractor trailer truck, material lift, drum truck which can handle drums, round circular liquid drums. In international market, 200 to 220 liters drums are famous for chemicals, sugar syrup, pharmaceuticals, any kind of semi-liquid items. Drums are standard. Oil, grease, petrol, etc. So for handling these drums, drum lifters are available. Jolly, I'll show you the pictures. And AGV vehicle systems, these are the systems used when you are having large area. Now we will see a belt conveyor. This is a belt conveyor. The black color one is the belt. There is a motor connected in the end. The belt is on rollers from point A to point B, whatever is the distance. Motor will be rotating the belt. Whatever you place on the belt, it will carry on the other end. And the arrangement under the belt, there are rollers here which will move the belt. The belt conveyor is used in cement industries, coal and thermal power plants, wherever bulk materials need to be moved. This kind of conveyors are used. No manpower required. Conveyors will do the job, efficient job. You can see coal puts on the conveyor is moving on rollers, which is very easy, correct? No, you can put this conveyors for kilometers distance, maybe from seaport to your factory. You can put a conveyor. Why you need a truck? Why you need a train? I mean, trucks are used for short distances. From the port, you can carry coal to your factory through a conveyor. Okay, if possible. This is called roller conveyor. Now there is no flat belt. Now these are rollers very close to each other. So when you place something on the rollers will move them because rollers are rotating with the motor. You can see the motor here. Can you see? Now the rollers can be made at some radius also. It can take a turn also. Need not be straight line. And another one is called chute conveyor. Chute. Like babies use chute in a park for playing, correct? In the park, have you seen? In the park, babies play. Right? This is a slanting conveyor. If you keep something on the top, naturally it will come down. So these are called chute conveyors. This is a chute conveyor. You keep packing materials in the first floor, and if you drop there, it will come slowly, automatically, without any motor, no power required. That is the benefit. Another type of chute conveyor. Most of the warehouses use these things. Chute conveyor is connected in several ways. From the top floor, boxes will come. In the ground floor, packing is done. You are able to utilize the natural gravity in chute conveyors. No motors required. All these are chute conveyors. Next is slate conveyor. It's like a flat pieces joined together. These are not rollers. These are flats. Based on the type of material to be moved, these things are used. Say you want to transfer mobile phones, right? Roller conveyor not suitable. Correct, no? This can stuck there. This is better slate conveyor. Slate conveyor. Okay? All these are used in assembly lines in cars. A car will move on this, assembling happens. Okay? Car while assembling. Another one is called screw conveyor. How material will flow in screw conveyor? Here there is a screw. This screw is rotating. When a screw is rotating, it will push the material. Can you imagine, Abdul Rahman? Screw is pushing the material while rotating. A screw used in all food industries. Inside the screw, it looks like this. Dismantled 3D version. The closed version of the screw conveyor. Next is chain conveyor. You can see there are 9 chains. Chains will move. If anything heavy, keep on the chains. That chain will carry your material also. Correct? Another thing. This is also a chain conveyor. Can you see chain conveyor? How it looks like? It looks like elevator in railway station or airport. This one. Elevator, excavators, elevators. Another type of conveyors are overhead monorail conveyor. Why we say monorail? At the rooftop, you can see there is a single rail. For a train on the track, 2 rails are there where a train can go, correct? But from roof hanging, single rail is enough, correct? No, 2 rails not required. Mono is single rail. So a conveyor is hanging, a basket is hanging, keep something on the basket, it will carry. Okay, whenever floor space is not available, we use roof mounted monorail conveyors. If the floor space is there, keep a metal handling system. If the floor is already congested, what should we do? Decide a conveyor system on the roof, then hang the baskets, it will move. See here. Can you see? This is monorail, hangers. What are these items? Car doors. Car doors while manufacturing. Okay. All manufacturing plants, all warehouses require such kind of material handling conveyors equipment. See what is happening? You can see this is the monorail, the black one. It has got a hanger and it is carrying car door. Can you see? Okay. Then next is trolley conveyor. Yeah, both can come once here. Come along. Can you see trolley conveyors?
Yes, sir.
Next one is wheel conveyor. Can you see wheel conveyor? So there are wheels provided on this fan which will be rotating. This can be either with gravity or with mechanized, with a motor. They're all wheel conveyors. Are you able to understand easily now?
Yes, sir.
All these are wheel conveyors. Now wheel conveyor is like a snake taking shape. Yes, can move. Amazon warehouses, you can see all such stuff. All wheel conveyors. The one is called tow conveyor. See, can you see? This is simple trolley attached one to each other. A person can push and direct. The heavy transformers are kept on a tow conveyor. Very heavy, no transformers. These are tow conveyors. Okay. Now this is bucket conveyor. You can see food grains in the buckets. You can carry from ground floor to first floor easily or any floor. All these are bucket conveyors. Oh, very heavy buckets. See, very big buckets. From several floors also. The next one is cart on track conveyor. There is a track on the floor, correct? Like a railway track. And there are carts on that you can keep your material to be moved from one assembly line to another assembly line, one storeroom to another storeroom. Yes? Next one is pneumatic tube conveyor. This is very, very special. It is not used in heavy machinery, heavy cargo warehouses. This is used for lightweight items, medical devices, very precision lightweight items because the cargo to be moved will move in the pipelines. You can see plastic transparent pipeline where inside things are moving. These are moving with air pressure, pneumatic pressure. Okay. Very special items. See, things are moving in the tubes with air pressure. And another type is called hoist. Have you seen the hoist anytime?
Yes, sir.
It can?
After the return.
Yes. Called overhead crane. This is installed near the roof. So crane can lift easily and move on the rails overhead. This is how. All these yellow color one are movable heavy overhead cranes, which has got a hoist like this. You can come, lift this table, move. Very heavy things can be moved. These are hydraulic scissor lift. Why we call it a scissor lift? The lift is looks like a scissor, correct? Yes. These things you can see in a car mechanic shop. All the warehouses. This you also can see wherever street light repairs are happening, the municipality electricians will use scissor lift to climb, to reach a high mast light to repair. Such kind of scissor lift. This is the simplest one. Simplest one. Okay, and hand mechanization. Okay, hand trolley. When we go to retail chains, we use such kind of trolleys, correct? Hand trolleys. Different types of hand trolleys, single storied, multi-storied, etc. Lightweight items, these are suitable, okay? Then tire platform trucks. One tire, two tire, three tire levels. Okay? And this is most famous hand pallet truck, HPT or pallet jack, or simply jack. Jack is the easy word people use. You can lift and move very easily things, but not suitable for very heavy things. Okay. Then small lift trucks, very little weight, only it can carry. Now it comes to power driven. Earlier we saw no power. Okay. Now power driven. Either these are with electrical motor or diesel engine. This is a power pallet truck. It has got a battery, a motor, which can move, lift and move. This will lift only 10 to 15 centimeters only from the ground level. The fork you can see, fork will go under the pallet, use a button, hydraulic button, lift a little bit so that it will not drag on the floor, move it to the required place and drop. This power pallet truck cannot do stacking at different layers. It can only move things, okay? This is very important point. This is a forklift truck, versatile. It can do all the functions. It can lift, move, stack at several layers and several heights. Okay? Based on the capacity of the forklift, different metals can be handled. Narrow aisle check. Now, compared to earlier one important difference. This forklift can go to a rack where space is available. So there is a narrow space available. Forklift need to go and lift. Forklift cannot take turn. So in that case, see this forklift truck, it has got its fork can be turned to 90 degrees. Lift, keep. That is the benefit of this narrow aisle. Wherever less space is there, this kind of truck we should use. Okay. Space is little bit. Yes. So normal forklift go cannot take a turn. So forklift will be like this only, but it's a fork arrangement will turn at 90 degrees and do the work. Okay. Next one is tractor trailer truck. We all see tractors in the farm. Yes. A tractor carries one trolley, second trolley, third trolley like a small train. Okay. So there is one truck which can carry few with the connectivity of the trolleys. Another one is called material lift. This is also simplest one, manually operated many times. Lifter. How it is holding? The drum is a circular one. It will hold like this and lift. Drum lifter. Why all these are used? Because reduce the work on the humans, utilize the power. So the work can be done efficiently. See different types of drum lifters. See how drum is easily lifted? Very easy. Easily vacated, empty. Yes. Now this is called dolly. Okay. This need to be connected to either a pallet truck or forklift or car, train or anything can be done. Okay. Dolly. Another simple one. Yeah. And one more important thing in our metal handling systems is pallet. This itself is very useful too. Looks very simple. And here you can see pallets of three types. One is a wooden pallet made with wood. In international market, lightweight pallets are available. Pallets made with pine wood. Pine wood is the best material for pallets. Pine wood is light in weight, okay, and disposable easily. And there are provisions here. You can see this provision is given so that fork can go into the pallet. And this is a plastic pallet. But this pallet is slightly different than this. Forklift can enter from both the directions, all four directions in fact. Okay. One type of plastic pallet, this is another type of plastic pallet. This pallet is interlocking also. This one, orange color. Black color one is not interlocking. Means when the fork is kept and lifted, say it is lifted. If any tilt happens, it can fall, the black one. Whereas the orange one, it is interlocked from the bottom also, correct? No? Now the forks are like this. Cannot fall.
Yes.
Yes? Okay. Some simple pans, okay? Simple box. All simple, different sizes. That are things used in a warehouse. Then planning principle, okay? Means we are going to learn about principles of material handling, important concepts for all of you. When you have large scale projects, good team is required who are knowledgeable, who can design warehouse, who knows thoroughly about all the warehousing systems, warehousing equipment, warehousing machinery. Okay? Infrastructure building must be done only after proper planning. If you fail in the planning, your execution is poor. And every move, every storage need, and any delay in order to minimize production cost, all these must be kept in mind while planning. And whenever we plan, the plan should keep our strategic objectives of the company. Is it a temporary warehouse, long-term warehouse, third-party warehouse? Are you going to lease out, rent out? Are you going to use for your own manufacturing factory? All these things must be kept in mind, okay? While buying metal handling equipment. We'll see it. So now I'll try to wind up the topic by again revising once. Basically, metal handling is the process of moving goods from one place to another place within the manufacturing facility, within the warehouse. So this is called movement, not transportation. We use word transportation when you move things on the road, on the rail, outside, correct? No? But you are here, you are moving from one room to another room, one warehouse to another warehouse, loading point to unloading point, storage area, open yard to inside yard, packing to sorting, sorting to grading, grading to labeling. Short distance movements, okay? This is called local transportation, okay? Within the warehouse. So to decide what kind of metal handling equipment are required, we must carefully see what kind of produce we are going to handle. What are the characteristics of the goods? Hot, cold, dense, lightweight, perishable. Based on that, we need to design the warehouse. Based on that, we need to get metal handling equipment. Is a conveyor suitable? Is a forklift suitable? Is a bin suitable? These decisions are done based on the type and kind of material, characteristics of the material, need of the customer, space available, etc. As far as possible, metal handling equipment must be supporting operations. Manual work must be reduced to be efficient, to be cost effective, to reduce the overall cost. We must definitely reduce the manpower and try to install automatic handling systems. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you for watching this. Good day.